In my heart of hearts, I truly believe that this is the number one mistake that a lot of us transplants make when we move out to LA, myself included. Tyra, the creative. That's right. The creative. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tyra, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad to have you. Here on this channel, I create resources for Black creatives who want to escape fear and share their creativity with the world without compromising their faith in God, their creativity, their uniqueness, and without breaking the bank. But today, I just had this thought and I was like, let me record a quick video because I just want to talk to y'all about this. Today, we talking about the number one mistake that I think a lot of us transplants make, actors make when we move out to Los Angeles. And I just want to plant a seed, to be honest, because I wish that somebody would have created a video like this, or I would have heard something like this when I first moved out to Los Angeles. So the number one mistake, myself included, we make is that we do not focus on creating a community. We do not focus on creating a full life. We instead have tunnel vision on our acting career, our whatever brought you out to Los Angeles that caused you to be a transplant. We go gung-ho for that and we let everything else fall to the wayside. Now, when I say the word mistake, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it as this is something that is a learning experience. To be completely honest, it's not necessarily a regret that I have, because we all have to go through the process of doing things and figuring out, oh, this is actually something that I should have been doing, or this is something that I should not have been doing, or oh, I should have added this, whatever. All I'm saying is it was a learning experience, and this is something that I wish I would have known when I moved out here. Someone would have said to me, now, Tyra, what do you mean we don't focus on community? Let me just run it down for y'all. I moved out to LA February 2018. That same day, I had an audition. The next day, I had something that I had already booked via self-tape, and so I was filming the next day. And then I had brand ambassador work lined up throughout that entire month of February. Not once did I try to look for a church home. Not once did I say, okay, let me try to see like what type of life I want to live here. I didn't start thinking about that stuff until last year, y'all, 2022. And now I'm not saying that, you know, you have to find a church home and all of that if that's not what you want to do. But what I am saying is I started to put things to the side that were once important to me because my acting career and getting it off the ground took up all of my mental capacity. And the reason why I wish I would have done that a little differently, or while I'm making this video in the first place, is because I truly believe that I wouldn't have burnt myself out as many times as I did and been as discouraged as I was if I were living a more full life, if I didn't only act. And I hear this all the time now, especially from casting directors and people in the industry. You are not just an actor. You are also this. You're an actor, and I am an actor, and I'm a woman of God. I am an actor, and I love to do pottery. I am an actor, and I love to hike. You know what I mean? You are not just an actor. And I'm really talking to actors because I'm an actor, but in a general sense, anybody can learn from this bit of information. So the reason why this stuck with me is because a casting director said this to me when I was at, said this when I was at a showcase. She just said that to all of us who were there, because they do like a talk back section. And she said it was super important because when we ask you to tell us about yourself, we do not want to hear you're an actor and you've been wanting to be an actor since you were 6 years old and it's in your blood and all of that. We want well-rounded people. And when she said that, I was like, dang, that's so crazy, because I was a well-rounded individual before I moved out to LA, but somewhere along the way, I started to get into my mind that they want to know, okay, I'm gung-ho for acting since there's so many people out here. And so somewhere my like zeal for doing other things went away a little bit, and I focused on being an actor and furthering my career, which is not bad, but it's very important to fill your other cups too, because if you're not a full person, inevitably you're gonna burn yourself out. Just think about a well, or think about a cup and saucer. If you are only giving to, let's say that we got 5 cups, right? If you only give into 1 cup and these are all of your cups that need to stay full at the same time, and you're just giving into your acting cup, you're not worried about your spiritual cup, you're not worrying about your mental cup, all of these other things, you're not worried about that, eventually those cups will run dry. And why is it important? Because your body will start to feel it before your mental starts to feel it. Your body will start to feel it. Oh, why do I feel off? Why am I feeling sad? Like, what's going on? And once you sit down and talk with yourself about it, you'll obviously start to figure out, okay, I actually have been needing some social interaction. I actually need to need to do a hobby. So in the pandemic, I started gardening, which is a new hobby that I picked up. But through gardening, I was like, oh, wow, Tyra, you used to have a lot of hobbies. What is going on? Why you don't have no hobbies? So I started to do more stuff. And also that just helps you fine tune your instrument as an actor. And building a community is, I think it's the single most important thing that you'll do. And just to give you another illustration, let's take somebody that's in jail. When people are punished for something in jail, they always threaten them with throwing them in the hole or putting them into solitary confinement. Why? Because as humans, we need social interaction. We need to be doing things. And you know, they take everything out of the room for a lot of reasons whenever they're in there. But we as humans are very social beings. We're curious beings. We like to do all of these types of things. And I think when we move out to LA, we get stuck in hustle culture because one, it's expensive. I get it, y'all. We got to make ends meet. We got to make sure that we got food to eat, all of that stuff. But I think it's also important to remember that we are more than our acting careers, and we should fight tooth and nail to make sure that we are being a whole person, because you only got one life to live. I'm only going to be as old as I am at this time. I can't say, okay, so I'm going to dedicate all of my time for the next 10 years to my acting career, because then when you look back, it's like, oh, I didn't go on that hike with my friend and now they moved away, or whatever the case may be. Oh, I really wish I would have did this with my friends, or oh my gosh, it's been 10 years and I haven't spent any time with so-and-so. And all I mean by that is we are more than just our careers. And I think that is an important bit of information that I learned recently. And I just wanted to share because we can get so wrapped up in hustle, 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 hustle hard. The more that I listen to actors and I, see what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, they in their gardens, they got chickens, they are traveling, they are doing 700 other things other than acting. Now, granted, these are people who have already started their careers, but you'll also hear them sometimes saying, I need to take a step away completely because I want to focus on the things that I didn't focus on before. And that's not really the type of life that I want to live. I want to have a cohesive life all the way through versus saying, okay, acting was only for this portion of my life. Now I'm going to move on to doing all of the other things that I couldn't do while I was acting. I do think that you can find a good balance for everything that you want to do. And I don't mean always going travel and all this kind of stuff. But for me, that looks like, okay, yes, I'm an actress, so I'm going to take some acting classes, but I'm also going to make time to take that pottery class. I'm also going to make time to go to the gym. I'm also going to make time to just hang out with friends. I'm also going to make time to travel home, to spend time with my grandparents. I'm also going to make time to do things that have absolutely nothing to do with me being an actor, because I'm an actor and I have a career and I was thinking the other day, I was just like, if I had to choose between career and family, community, I'll choose community every time, because focusing on your career only can be a very lonely place. And I'm not trying to be lonely. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. In the comments below, let me know if you have any questions. Let's keep the conversation going on this, because I just really wanted to plant a seed. Like, I'm just really trying to share an epiphany moment that I had, y'all. Like, I was really out here only focusing on being an actor. I wouldn't go out to eat. I wouldn't do nothing. I would wake up, think about acting, read an acting book, go to acting class, audition, go to sleep, wake up and do it all over again. Versus, let me go try this new coffee shop. Oh, I want to try this new croissant. Oh my gosh, they got a pottery class. And I'll keep bringing up pottery because I'm in pottery right now, but it's something that I've literally wanted to do for like the last 10 years. I just started doing pottery this year. This year I said, Tyra, we're going to do the thing. We are going to have the fun. I be playing tennis. I want to go play kickball. If I want to go to the arcade, I'm gonna go to the arcade. And you might be saying, girl, I ain't got no money to do all of that. I'm not just talking about spending money. Like, I want to write this poem. It ain't got nothing to do with my career, but I want to write this poem. Okay, I want to draw this picture. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, sit with yourself and think about all the other things that you like to do in addition to being an actor. And when you get in them auditions and they say, tell me about yourself, that's what you talk about. You don't talk about being an actor because they don't want to hear that. They hear that from 500 other people who have just solely focused on acting, and that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that big red subscribe button down below and turn your notifications on so you can get all of the alerts anytime your girl posts any new content. Thank y'all so much for listening to me rant about this, but I really wanted to share it. So in the comments below, put some heart emojis or some fire if you loved it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.